Have you ever read a great self help book, watched a powerful motivational video, or taken an online course that gave you goosebumps? But weeks later, your life felt exactly the same. You are not alone. In this video, I'll show you why most people fail to succeed despite consuming so much personal development material and what actually moves the needle in real life, especially for leaders like you. By the end, you will understand the hidden factors holding you back, why generic information does not help, especially if you are at a senior level in corporate. Stay with me. This might change the way you approach your growth forever. I'm your coach Vivek Singh, and you're watching CEO Alchemy. A recent study at Harvard showed 70% of professionals consume self help content regularly. Only 10% reported experience lasting behavioral change. Leaders acquiring knowledge is easy, but change is hard. That's why you see so many armchair experts these days. When you go out and practice it, it comes with a risks and letdowns. Another factor is having clarity of what you want. Most people are not able to take action because they aren't quite sure of what exactly they're looking for. Even those who are fairly sure, they don't have a context. They don't have a compelling enough why of what they're looking for. A study on the neuroscience of goals and behavioral change was done in 2018, which found that behavioral change requires breaking goals into small, actionable steps tied to your core values. How many of us have clarity of our core values? It took me 2 decades to discover mine, and I find myself lucky. Now, I coach my clients who discover their core values in weeks. And trust me, this discovery itself is a big moment and it alters the way they see the things around them. Don't be surprised if I tell you that your core values unconsciously influence every small and big decision of yours. So, the truth is, books and videos do not help you for these four broad reasons. Number one, they are generic, catering to common interests. Secondly, you don't know how to apply those ideas into your exact situation. The third thing is they do not clarify your context before you start your journey. And finally, there is no accountability structure. You read a book or watch a video and nobody follows up later. Leaders' success is complex. It isn't one size fits all formula. Your goals, your strengths, your weaknesses, and circumstances are unique. Your path to success should reflect that. And that is what we do in executive coaching. Think about it. A generic book on time management might suggest waking up at 5 a.m., but if you are a doctor who works in shifts, that advice could backfire. Personalization means crafting strategies that align with your values, lifestyle, and goals. And that's what at the coaching. There was a meta analysis on executive coaching done in 2023 that found that personalized interventions led to significant improvements in goal attainment and performance because they focus on individuals' specific needs. But before we go further, let's first understand what is executive coaching. In simplest terms, executive coaching is a personalized approach to leadership development. It's a safe space where you are not judged and are completely vulnerable. In my experience, your vulnerability is your most under leveraged asset, and you explore its potential, its true potential in coaching conversations. Matrix Global did a study that found executive coaching delivers a 788% return on investment through increased productivity and employee retention if it is sponsored by the organizations. Another study by ICF, International Coaching Federation, reported that 70% of the coach leaders improved work performance, relationship, and communication skills. Let me share one of my client story. Let's call him Arun. I use all the pseudonyms for confidentiality factor. Arun is a vice president of tech at a major bank. Super sharp, insanely efficient, but there was a problem. Arun was known as a hard task master. He delivered results, but his team's morale was down, and other departments resisted working with him. He was overworked and emotionally drained, and he had tried solving the problem by reading books and doing everything that he could do himself. Recognizing his challenges at work, his boss reached out to me and he sought help. In the beginning, I used a range of psychometric assessments, 360-degree feedback to identify his blind spots, mainly around temperament, trust building, and delegation. But the real magic happened when, during a coaching session, for the first time in his life, he realized how his childhood struggle was impacting his adult behavior, causing trust deficit and aggression. And that was a moving moment for him. As his blind spot was exposed and we chalked out a plan to address this, what happened next was remarkable. Over 5 months, Arun transformed. He became more mindful, more empathetic, and collaborative. Teams' morale soared. Peers started volunteering to work with him. And his transformation was so impactful that the bank sent him to the headquarters in the UK to lead a very high stake project. By now, you would have got an idea how coaching takes place. Let me make it even more clear to you. So, the first thing that we do is that not only you define the goals, but get to the core of why that matters to you at this point of time. Having this clarity injects conviction in you that sustains in the long run, unlike motivation for a couple of days. Then we discover your roadblocks. If needed, you go through some assessments. It could be psychometric assessment or 360-degree or something completely devised for you that highlights your blind spots. After the coaching areas are defined, we help you approach them from three dimensions: mind, matter, and skill. And then we chalk out an action plan. Sometimes just a couple of sessions are enough, but if you're dealing with something really complex, then we meet once a week or once a fortnight for a few months. Usually, people get fast success, but the challenge is not to see success, but to sustain it. The real thing is hardwiring the new behavior, a new way of working so that the things are permanently embedded into your minds. Plus, as a coach, my job is to tell you what matters the most to you, but nobody tells you. My job is also to offer safe space and trustful place where you can be truly vulnerable. I also guide you to align your values to solve the problem. And whenever you slip, I offer my helping hand to bounce you back. And eventually, you become unstoppable and create a spiral of success. What do you think of coaching? Let me know in the comment box. Leaders, if you are tired of solving your problem and you have tried all possible ways and you are at general manager and above in a company, you can book an appointment by clicking the link in the description and we'll explore the thing together. Here, the bottom line is books, videos, and courses are great starting points, but they lack the deep dive and personalization needed for tangible success, which is addressed in executive coaching. Have you ever worked with a coach? What did you do there? Let me know in the chat box. And if you have found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe the channel for more content that matters for your personal and professional growth. See you in the next video. Change your game.